Okay, so the directions on this say use the centimeter side of a ruler to draw in the tiles, and then skip count to find the unknown area. Write a multiplication sentence for each tiled rectangle. They're giving us the area here, so we know what the inside of it is. And right here we know that there's 3 squares. So this one, they're showing you what it's going to look like when you're done after you've used the centimeter side of the ruler. Well, I know that 3 times 6 is 18, so I know that this side's going to be 6 before I even drew it out, but you can count and see. Now here's an example of what you're going to do. You're going to need a ruler, and it needs to be on the centimeter side. And you can tell that it's the centimeter side because it says cm right here. This is the inches side, and it says inch. We want centimeters. So I'm going to line up the 0 right here on the edge, and then I'm going to mark every centimeter, so wherever there's a number. So right there, right there, right there. And see how I'm marking right on the line? You should be doing that too. Then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to line up the 0 with the number. And I don't have to mark that one, but I'm going to mark right here, right here. You're going to do the same thing with your ruler. So your lines should have little tiny tick marks on the line. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to use my straight edge. So I put it like this. And look at, I just connect these 2 lines and I draw a line. So I've got those lines. Then I don't have to measure the other side. I can just draw a line from here. I draw the line where it's at. Okay? So they're saying that the area of this rectangle is 24 square centimeters. This side has a side length of 3. In my head, I know that 3 times 8 is 24, but I'm going to count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So down here, 3 rows of 8 equals 24. That's what you're going to be doing on all of these problems. So right now, push pause, and I want you to try letter B and E. So you're going to try B and E. When you're finished with those 2, push play and check your answer with mine. So again, I'm going to measure with 0 centimeters lined up. I'm going to make my lines. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm going to draw my lines. And my lines aren't perfect, and that's okay. Doing them the best I can. But I used my ruler. Okay, so they're asking me to figure out what the area is here. Well, 4 times 5 is 20. And I'm going to double check that I have 5 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 rows of 5 equals 20. This one, they've told me the area is 20 centimeters, square centimeters. And they're saying this side is 5. Well, if this side is 5, I know 5 times 4 is 20. I was just saying bye to Mrs. Goodmanson in case you're wondering who I was saying bye to. So I'm going to mark that right here. Do the same thing on the bottom. And this should be 4. Now, if I didn't get 4, I'm going to know that I probably measured something wrong. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 rows of 4 equals 20. Now you're going to do the same thing for C and F. So I want you to push pause and do C and F. Once you're finished, come back and double check it. So you'll push play. So this one, area is 18 square centimeters. If I used my ruler, I would have made my centimeters. I'm not going to do it on yours, but on mine, but you should have done it on yours. I know 6 times 3 equals 18. So you should have 3 columns here. This one, they've given me the side lengths. I know that 3 times 3 is 9. And you should have made the columns. 3 rows of 3 equals 9. Okay, now we're going to flip it over and do number 2. Lindsay makes a rectangle with 35 square inch tiles. She arranges the tiles in 5 equal rows. What are the side lengths of the rectangle? Use words, pictures, and numbers to support your answer. So I'm going to circle key numbers. I'm going to underline the question and the directions. I'm going to box math action words. Then I'm going to draw. So Lindsay makes a rectangle with 35 square inch tiles. So I know it's going to be a rectangle. She arranges the tiles in 5 equal rows. I need to make 5 rows. 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows. I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. That side length is 5. Now I've got to figure out what the other side length is. They said the area of this altogether is 35. Okay? I have 5 tiles there, but I need to get to 35. Draw another line. Now I have 10 tiles, 15 tiles, 20 tiles, 25, 30, 35. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have already realized that I just need to figure out 5 times what equals 35, and I may have already known that was 7. But they want us to use pictures, words, and numbers. So I'm going to write 5 times 7 equals 35 square inches. What are the side lengths of the rectangles? The side lengths are 5 inches and 7 inches. They're not square inches. Square inches is only the inside. This, from here to here, is just 5 inches. From here to here is just 7 inches. The only time you use square is when you're talking about the inside of it. Okay, I want you guys to try number 3 on your own. So I want you to push pause, give it a try. When you're finished, look at this and push play and make sure that you have the right answer. So Mark has a total of 24 square inch tiles. He uses 18 square inch tiles to build one rectangular array. He uses the remaining square inch tiles to build a second rectangular array. Draw 2 arrays that Mark might have made. Then write multiplication sentences for each. So I'm going to circle key numbers. I'm going to underline the directions or the question. Then I'm going to box math action words. Then I'm going to go back and read it and see what I need to draw. Mark has a total of 24 square tiles. He uses 18 square inch tiles to build one rectangular array. Okay, so I can build that array. And I know that 6 times 3 is 18, so that's what I'm going to draw. So I'm going to draw 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows and 3 columns. Okay? That's his first one. He uses the remaining square inch tiles to build a second rectangular array. Well, I just used up 18 of them, so I'm going to subtract 24 from 18. I can't take 8 away from 4, so I'm going to go next door. 14 minus 8 is 6. 1 minus 1 is 0. So I know I need to use 6 tiles left. So I'm going to draw another array, and I'm going to make this one really easy for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I did this one. I drew the 2 arrays. Now I'm going to write multiplication sentences for each. So this one should say 3 times 6 equals 18 square inches. This one should say 1 times 6 equals 6 square inches. Put this in your mailbox, and then you're going to get an exit ticket. When you're done with that, you'll put it in the inbox.